Hello, everyone. I'm Trevor with Easy Does It. This is Levon, our transportation coordinator. We're very excited to welcome you to our first online wheelchair repair workshop. So as people filter in, our repair team is going to be answering questions for you. If we don't get any questions, we have a few tutorials planned. So we'll go behind the scenes. I hope you all enjoy.
We are ready to get your questions, please.
Hello, everyone. I'm Trevor with Easy Does It. This is Levon, our transportation coordinator. We're very excited to welcome you to our first online wheelchair repair workshop. So as people filter in, our repair team is going to be answering questions for you. If we don't get any questions, we have a few tutorials planned. So we'll go behind the scenes. I hope you all enjoy.
We are ready to get your questions, please. Good afternoon.
Hello, everyone. I'm Trevor with Easy Does It. This is Levon, our transportation coordinator. We're very excited to welcome you to our first online wheelchair repair workshop. So as people filter in, our repair team is going to be answering questions for you. If we don't get any questions, we have a few tutorials planned. So we'll go behind the scenes. I hope you all enjoy.
We are ready to get your questions, please. Good afternoon.
Hello, everyone. I'm Trevor with Easy Does It. This is Levon, our transportation coordinator. We're very excited to welcome you to our first online wheelchair repair workshop. So as people filter in, our repair team is going to be answering questions for you. If we don't get any questions, we have a few tutorials planned. So we'll go behind the scenes. I hope you all enjoy.
We are ready to get your questions, please. Good afternoon.
Hello, everyone. I'm Trevor with Easy Does It. This is Levon, our transportation coordinator. We're very excited to welcome you to our first online wheelchair repair workshop. So as people filter in, our repair team is going to be answering questions for you. If we don't get any questions, we have a few tutorials planned. So we'll go behind the scenes. I hope you all enjoy.
We are ready to get your questions, please. Good afternoon.
Hello, everyone. I'm Trevor with Easy Does It. This is Levon, our transportation coordinator. We're very excited to welcome you to our first online wheelchair repair workshop. So as people filter in, our repair team is going to be answering questions for you. If we don't get any questions, we have a few tutorials planned.
Caster will
Go behind the scenes. I hope you all enjoy.
You still have we are ready. This is your questions, please. Good afternoon.
Hello, everyone. I'm Trevor with Easy Does It. This is Levon, our transportation coordinator. We're very excited to welcome you to our first online wheelchair repair workshop. So as people filter in, our repair team is going to be answering questions for you. If we don't get any questions, we have a few tutorials planned.
Caster will
Go behind the scenes. I hope you all enjoy.
here or you have we are ready. This is your questions, please. Get to you and wheelchair repair can be done at place.
Isn't there not bearings in there too?
Yeah, Barry.
Yes, bearings.
All right, everything is oiled, smoked, and tightened. And she didn't catch the last thing that we said. We're having an audio problem. So could you repeat that?
Okay. If you have a problem with your casters, main thing with casters happen is ball bearings will be damaged by hair or dirt. But if you lose the parts, then we have spare parts, bolts, nuts, ball bearings, springs, forks. We should be able to repair your wheelchair. If you have your parts, you still save your parts, then it should be easy for us to repair your chair. And if you want to try repair your wheelchair yourself, you have to have tools. If you have tools, we can show you how to fix your caster. If no,
The casters are clean. So
clean.
they're clean, yeah.
And they're still squeaking? Is that what it was? Was that the question, Trevor?
Yes, they're squeaking. It sounds like it's going to pop. Everything's been oiled, smoked, and tightened, and the casters are clean. That's a challenging one.
I wonder, are they too tight? Maybe? No.
sometimes is if it is over tight or it is loosed. It should be tied properly. Like caster nut should be stuck in the fork, and if you do a loose tied, then you get a gap between fork and caster, which gives you another problem.
Oh, she thinks it might be the big wheel, not the caster.
The big wheel.
And they're in Canada, so we got to do this all over the internet.
So she's saying that her big wheel is squeaking. Supposedly everything is clean, tightened, and it's still squeaking.
One possibility is maybe is spacer tube. You don't have a spacer tube between ball bearings. It needs to be checked. It is necessary to have spacer tube between ball bearings. It is key point.
And if we had a close-up, this would be your spacer right here, right?
One spacer is here, another is spacer inside between ball bearings.
The bearings.
Yeah. Another thing is between big wheel and frame should be another spacer usually. If you don't put a spacer, then wheel comes close to frame. It can start touching a frame, and it is another problem. That's why I will give attention for spacer between frame and wheel, another spacer between ball bearings. Both are very important to have.
How does she get those?
Spacers,
Bearings.
ball bearings.
She'd have to order them online.
She has to check size of ball bearing. Usually it includes three sizes: outside diameter, inside diameter, and thickness of ball bearing. And usually ball bearings says number. It has a numbers on it which includes all three sizes. If you write in Google number of ball bearing, it gives you every sizes, and then you know what size ball bearing you have to buy and how many of them.
There should only be 2 bearings on the big wheel, right?
Right.
Just 2 bearings.
Only 2 bearings
Per wheel.
Per wheel. And there is, how I say, between ball bearings should be a spacer tube, which is very important.
All right. All right, I think we answered your question.
Good.
Awesome.
Good.
Thanks,
Good. I'm glad if we did.
Okay. It looks like we have. Yeah, say we got 6 people in the stream. Does anyone else have any questions for us?
Okay.
Does anybody else have any questions?
All right.
Is it from your car?
Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be watching the chat, though. So if you have anything for us, leave it, and we will be back momentarily.
Thank you. Yes, the question of when do the motorized wheels need to be replaced? The motorized wheels need to be replaced when the tread here is when it's all gone. When this is all gone, when there's no more tread, you should, or partial tread, you should change your tires.
Let me show you example, please. If your wheels tread is almost gone, as you can see here is just little bit tread on the sides, but middle is almost nothing there. It need to be replaced. But if you have wheel with this much tread, then it is okay to use. By time, it's not easy to say, like, oh, you should replace your wheels every month or every 6 months. No, it depends how much you travel, yeah. How long distances you travel.
And about the Medi-Cal question, we don't know that answer.
All right, I'm not hearing back from Dizzy, so I'm just going to put this in the chat.
Does anybody else have any other questions?
Looks like we are quiet once again.
Now should Selma call and say, I love you guys.
All right, are there any other warning signs that the tires are going to fail?
Okay, usually drive wheels don't have a intertube in it, but some of them does. For example, that one don't have a intertube. That one don't have an intertube. But sometime sidewalk or rough ground or gravel or like pieces of stone or concrete can damage your drive tires, especially like take-off pieces. And then if you get a big hole on the tire, you should replace, of course. Otherwise, it can work.
And if you was to get a screw or a nail inside of a solid tire like this, all you need is a pair of pliers just to pull it out. It's nothing serious. It will not go flat unless it's an inner tube tire.
Yeah.
All right, we've got a question from Rich. How often should you replace your batteries?
Again, you should charge your batteries all the time. You should not let them sit. A lot of people let their batteries sit for weeks and months at a time, which will kill your batteries. You need to charge them all the time. When should you replace them? The best time is
usually for testing a batteries, we have battery analyzer. And when we analyzing batteries, it says percentage of health. How healthy is battery? If range of health between 80 to 100%, it means battery is good. If it is below to 80%, it says replace or be careful because you still can use your battery which is under 80%, but you don't have enough power to travel like with 100% healthy batteries?
So another answer is when you're on your wheelchair traveling and you leave from home or from wherever you're going and your battery is fully charged and you only make it a couple blocks and your warning lights on the joystick are going all the way down. That's another signal that you are needing new batteries.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Can I add something?
Go ahead, Laban.
Okay. Uh, if you guys decide to purchase new batteries, please give attention what type of batteries you have, because yes, you can buy new batteries, but if new batteries are bigger, then there is trouble how you can fit these big batteries in small place. That's why wheelchair users should be careful about purchasing batteries. It should be same same size with same numbers.
Say part numbers.
Exactly.
Okay, we also have all right, Lizzie's got a year-old Pride scooter. Is it around outside a lot on and no inner tube regarding the replacement tires? So, is it about time to replace those?
Can you repeat that question?
She has a year-old Pride scooter. Spends a lot of time outside, and it doesn't have an inner tube. So, is it coming due, or does she outfit it?
So again, are the tread on the tire, depending on the tread on the tire, if it's wore out or not.
She's probably good. She doesn't need
Yeah. Especially if they're a year old.
Yeah.
Lots of questions about tires. Let me have this.
All right. Right, and with that, we're going to take another short break. When we come back, if there are no more questions, we're going to go ahead and do our first tutorial.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your support, everyone. one.
Next question.
So, what do you guys use to clean seats and handrails for wheelchairs? Any recommendations?
Yes.
A clean, wet cloth is what we use. We don't put any chemicals or anything, or nice stiff brush to brush everything off, the food, dirt, grime, whatever's
Other
collected.
stuff, yeah.
A nice wet cloth will do to clean. Make sure you clean your joysticks off, wipe those down, the handrails, and let's take it with the seats, Levon.
Okay, if you want to clean your seat cushion or backrest cushion, usually cushion includes two things. One is cover, another is what is inside. And if inside is Rojo cushion, which is made by rubber, you can wash easily. But if you have a foam inside of cushion, then you can wash foam, but you should not dry foam on the sunlight.
Why, Levon?
Because sunlight is damaging foam. You should dry in the shade. And cover, easy to clean. You can use washer.
Would not recommend, I don't think, to throw the cover in a dryer, would you?
No, I don't recommend to put in the dryer. But you can put on the sunlight because of fabric. But foam is different. If you put foam on the sunlight, it can damage your foam.
You want to speak on the casters right now? Because with the casters, this is what collects in people's chairs. This, dog hair, people hair.
Let's show them to know. They know
This
well.
is what we pull out of casters every day.
Yes.
And that's
Every
just a
day.
one caster. This is what will make your casters not spin right as you're traveling.
Okay, like here's wheel. When wheel is running, it is collecting from the floor hairs, especially if you have a pits at home. And then these hairs become like hard piece of one hard piece, and then start damaging cover of ball bearing, which is black. And then if cover is damaged, then here is coming inside the ball bearing, and if here come inside dirt, mud, water, anything can come in, washed out grease, which means ball bearing is dead. That's why you give attention your casters. If you hear some weird sound from your casters or drive wheel, it means something wrong happened there. Usually it is hairs.
Next question.
Great. So, can you demonstrate how you would check battery life?
Battery
Yes.
life.
We do. Here is battery.
There's two ways to check a battery to see if it has the 12 volts in it, because most power chairs, the batteries each run 12 volt. We have a voltometer and
Battery analyzer. Okay, for example, we have battery here, and we can use battery analyzer to see how healthy is this battery.
positive with the red, negative with the black.
And then on the analyzer, you should choose ampere hours. How many ampere hours is your battery? For example, that one is 55 ampere hours. Let's set
So there's 2 amperage hours on a battery, Levon. Which one should they look at?
higher one.
The one on the lower on the. So you have a right? There's
It is 46 and 55. That one is 55.
yes.
And you should choose a 55 ampere hours and then analyze it in few seconds, like 2 or 3 seconds. It gives you answer. That one is healthy 100%.
Anything that would read under 50 or 60 below, I would start thinking about ordering new batteries.
All right. All right. What kind of tools should clients keep in the home for their wheelchair?
It depends what type of wheelchair, for manual or for power chair. For power chair, you have to have a battery charger, which is necessary. And then usually power chairs, bolts and nuts. For bolts and nuts, you have to have a Allen wrenches. For manual chair, you need regular wrenches. Especially for rear wheels, you need 3/4, two of them, one regular wrench, another socket wrench. For casters, you need 1/2 inch, mostly it's 1/2 inch, or 5/8.
Okay. And does he appreciate the comment about the dust? What's the most common problem we face in the shop?
In the shop?
Yeah. What's the most common problem that we face in the shop? Casters.
Yeah, most problems is casters
And
gears.
dead batteries. New batteries. People, we come in, we bring chairs in to switch out batteries that customers buy. And
Another thing is many times happen, power wheelchair user hit something, maybe sidewalk, wall, I don't know, anything, and they can damage like footrest or frame, but they think they damage only footrest, which is not true. Behind the footrest there is wiring, lots of wires and stuff, and this stuff is also damaging, like actuator, wires, connections. There is many things to check.
what about joysticks, Levon? To our experience, we have a lot of clients who spill drinks on them.
Oh yeah,
Different things. They with a lot of food, grime,
yeah.
drink spillage on joysticks is not very good. Do not
at
eat
all.
or drink around your joystick
Not at all.
because you could short it out, and the buttons are hard to push in it.
Yeah, I did just yesterday this type of joystick. I don't know what was in it, like coffee or food. I don't know, but buttons was stuck. I was able to push button in, but button stay in, does not come out, which gives another problem, you know.
Yes.
All right. Well, we are caught up on the questions. Do you want to walk through how to clean a chair or
How to what?
how to clean a chair?
Usually, you just use rags, water, and a brush, right?
Yeah, water, brush, or wet fabric. But if you use wet fabric, you have to have a dry fabric. When you clean with wet fabric, then you have to dry it, same place. And you can clean place by place, like armrest, seats, dry it again, frame, clean it, then dry it. And then there is places where you have to use brush.
where your nooks and crannies are, and you have food and different things in there. This is anything, nothing wire, not a wire brush, just a bristle brush
Uh-huh.
where you could get into all the tight spaces. Any other questions?
All right, let's see. Well, we got yuck, but no questions yet.
We got a yuck.
Are people online? 5?
What else should we talk about, Levon, on a wheelchair?
Okay, this wheelchair was donation, how we remember.
This was a
Yeah.
donation chair.
Yesterday we cleaned frame, seat, backrest, armrest, and then finally I find out footrests are different. I think one of them is from another chair, different type of chair. But somebody did, I don't know how and when, but now we have to find out, do we have a footrest which is similar like one of them, or we just go different way, we remove old footrest and put new
Right.
ones?
Right.
It should be same.
Right. So on this, look, I'm looking at this right here, Levon. So when the casters right here, I don't know if you people could see, right here, the sides are chipping out. What should they do on in a situation like this, Levon?
Okay, this one is unfixable. You cannot do nothing with these tires. But it does not mean you cannot use these tires. Yes, you are able to use, but better if you replace that one.
So it is okay to safe travel with it.
It is okay. It is okay to travel, but advice is, if you can, please replace.
Just Dizzy wanted to let you know, it's a small, clear plastic bag around the controller while cooking or cleaning.
Plastic bag around the controller.
Around the controller when cooking and cleaning. That's just something that they.
Yes. I even know people who go out when it's raining, they put a plastic bag, a see-through plastic bag on their joystick from keeping it wet so they doesn't get wet. Just put it on, tie it with a rubber band. And I think that's pretty safe to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Looks like things are quieting down again. We're going to take one more quick break. See you all in just a second. All right, everyone, we're back for one final tutorial, and then we're going to call our first online wheelchair repair shop to a close. Thank you to those of you who showed up. Happy to be here.
Levon, let's speak about hooks that people, when they travel in their own vans or transportation vans, and they don't have these hooks. Usually there's 4, 2 on each side.
Yes.
What if they don't have them?
Let's just talk a little bit about hooks you have on your chair. Please make sure your hooks on your frame, wheelchair frame, is attached well. It is tight. It is not loose. Then you can. We suggest to use every time you do transportation. But if you don't have a similar hooks, then you have to have this type of straps. Maybe not you, but people who do transportation, company who do transportation. You need this type of straps. And if you don't have a hooks, then you use these straps and attach. You should have a four straps. You have to tie down your chair 4 directions. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 directions.
To be safe
Exactly.
on transportation.
And then this strap should be attached on the hard place. For example, frame, which is hardest place in the chair. Okay, if you don't have this hook, you can attach on the wheel arm like this, and then you are able to hook. You should do same procedures for 4 sides, all of them. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4.
So how did you do that, Levon? How did you make that loop in there? Can you show?
Okay, there is 2 holes. One is big hole, as you can see. Another is small hole. Small hole. That one is small, like finger can go in. But when you want to attach this strap on your wheelchair, you wrap around the hard place, and then big hole goes inside of small hole, like this. You see? And then hook, you can hook here. That one is, this side is on the frame, and then hook should be here, like this.
And again, it should be somewhere that's very solid on the chair where it doesn't break off.
All right. All right, everyone. So we don't have any more questions coming through. I'd like to thank everyone who showed up for our first online wheelchair repair workshop, and a huge thank you to Rodney and Levon for the excellent advice.
Thank you.
We'll be back again next month. Thank you all so much.